Welcome to this explainer. I am so excited because today we are going on a total botanical deep dive to look at a plant that completely, and I mean literally, breaks the usual scale of what we expect from our fruit trees. I want you to imagine something for a second. Imagine a tiny 2-foot-tall patio plant that somehow produces the yield of a much larger traditional orchard tree. It sounds totally made up, right? Like a gardening myth? But it is a verified modern marvel. Today, we're uncovering the documented truth behind the Fignomenal fig. This is the story of one of the absolute most talked about compact figs of the entire last decade. A plant bred almost completely by accident for small spaces, cold climates, and, let's be honest, impatient growers that is now getting major recognition on the international stage. All right, let's quickly run through our agenda for today's deep dive. We'll be covering the accidental dwarf fig tree, anatomy of a true dwarf, climate and container care, the true taste and harvest, patent rules and propagation, and finally, the award-winning pocket orchard. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. The accidental dwarf fig tree.
So, where on earth did this incredibly compact, massive-yielding tree actually come from? You know, whenever a highly productive, game-changing plant hits the market, the gardening community goes a little wild. People instantly assume it's got some ancient landrace lineage or it's a super complex, highly guarded secret hybrid. Forums were buzzing with theories. Was it a blend of Petite Negra, maybe Little Ruby, or Violette de Bordeaux? Urban growers, patio gardeners, rare plant collectors, they were all desperate to know the exact lineage of this tiny powerhouse. But, as we all know, the internet loves a good mystery just a bit too much. The actual reality of Fignomenal's parentage is far more grounded, incredibly well documented, and honestly, entirely singular.
Okay, so let's look at the actual documented timeline here. Contrary to all those wild popular beliefs, it is a fully documented descendant of the classic Chicago hardy fig. And the craziest part? It was discovered entirely by chance. A breeder named Lloyd Travin at Peace Tree Farm in Pennsylvania found it around 2010. So just to be perfectly clear, it is a Chicago hardy descendant, full stop. No secret hybridization, just a wonderfully lucky accident in the nursery. But it didn't just become a sensation overnight. Following its initial discovery, it actually took a full decade of careful observation and stabilization before it was officially granted its U.S. plant patent, that's PP 32537, in December of 2020, assigned to B&S Plants LLC. And man, it did not take long for the industry to notice. Almost immediately after, in 2021, it made massive waves by taking home the Retailer's Choice Award at Cultivate, which is a really major U.S. horticulture trade show.
Section 2. Anatomy of a true dwarf.
Now, if you're wondering how a Chicago hardy suddenly became a dwarf, the biological magic of Fignomenal size comes down to what botanists refer to as a sport. Basically, a sport is a lucky, spontaneous, and most importantly, stable genetic mutation that happens on just one single branch of an otherwise totally normal plant. Think about that for a second. On a completely standard fig tree, one isolated branch just spontaneously mutated to grow way more compact and way more fruitful than the rest of the plant. Because that specific mutation was genetically stable, cuttings taken directly from that weird little branch actually kept all those dwarf heavy fruiting traits. From there, a company called AgriStart stepped in to commercially stabilize and mass propagate the plant through tissue culture. That highly controlled tissue culture process is absolutely crucial because it ensures that every single clone grown today remains completely true to that original miraculous mutant branch.
And this right here brilliantly illustrates exactly why this plant is so perfect for isolated urban growers or apartment dwellers. It is entirely self-fertile, or parthenocarpic. Now, Parthenocarpic is a big fancy word, but what does it actually mean for us as growers? It means the plant has the ability to produce fruit without needing any pollinator whatsoever. You only need one single Fignomenal plant sitting by itself on your balcony to get a massive, full harvest. You don't have to worry about attracting very specific fig wops. You don't have to stress over heat-related pollination issues that totally ruin harvest on other fruiting plants. It is biologically wired to just do the whole shebang entirely on its own.
Visually speaking, this plant is an absolute stunner. It's a true dwarf, meaning it naturally maxes out at just 28 inches tall and wide at full maturity. It grows in this really beautiful, compact, low-mounding, semi-upright shape. But honestly, the real showstoppers before the fruit even arrives are the leaves. We're talking gorgeous, large, deeply lobed green leaves that have this really prominent silver veining running through them. It creates a stunning visual contrast when those medium-sized fruits finally ripen to their rich, deep purple-brown color.
Section 3. Climate and container care.
Okay, because of this highly unique size and structure, caring for a Fignomenal requires some specific knowledge. While it is a very forgiving plant, we need to be realistic. It isn't indestructible. There is this incredibly persistent myth floating around online that Fignomenal is completely hardy all the way down to zone 5, which is roughly -10 degrees Celsius. We need to clear the air on that. While some very adventurous Zone 6B growers might report some anecdotal success if they use really heavy winter protection, the documented reality from commercial nurseries is completely different. It is officially rated for outdoor, in-ground growing only in USDA zones 7 through 9. So, what does this mean for you? If you are a cold climate grower, you absolutely must keep this plant in a container and bring it indoors for the winter if you want it to survive and actually thrive year after year. The good news is, because of its remarkably compact root mass, managing it in a pot is incredibly simple. I mean, this plant is practically engineered by nature for container life. The general, proven guidance is to start your young plants in a standard 1-gallon pot. Then, you simply step up the container size every year or two as it grows. And get this, a 5-gallon pot is typically as large as this variety will ever need to reach its maximum yield. You never have to wrestle a massive half-barrel planter. To give you an idea of just how forgiving its roots actually are, the breeder, Lloyd Traveen, actually kept his original discovered plant in a tiny 10-inch pot for 5 whole years. 5 years in a 10-inch pot, and it just continued to flourish and produce.
To support that long-term container life, you're going to want a really well-aerated soil mix, and we've got the gold standard recipe right here. You'll want to blend about 40% quality topsoil, 30% compost to give it that essential richness, 20% bark fines, and 10% perlite. This exact ratio is brilliant because it perfectly balances the moisture retention with the vital drainage that container fig roots desperately need to avoid rot. Furthermore, you really need to use a dwarf-specific fertilizer program. You want something with lower nitrogen and higher potassium. Think something like a 2-4-6 or a 3-5-7 ratio, and pair that with an annual dash of dolomite lime just to keep the pH balanced. Now please, heed this warning carefully. You absolutely must avoid all-purpose high-nitrogen lawn fertilizers like a 10-10-10. If you use those, the plant will push aggressive, massive leafy growth entirely at the expense of your fruit harvest. You'll have a beautiful green bush with 0 figs. Oh, and the best part of all this care? It requires almost no pruning whatsoever, beyond just snipping off the occasional damaged branch.
Section 4. The True Taste and Harvest. All right, let's talk about the absolute best part for any grower, the harvest. But first, we have another major online record we need to correct. If you spend time reading amateur blogs, you might actually think Fignomenal yields an amber or honey-colored interior that magically never splits. Unfortunately, that is entirely false. The official patent filing, along with every major commercial retailer, explicitly states that the interior of this sweet, nutty, and jammy fruit is reddish pink, definitely not honey-colored. And the flavor? It is incredibly rich. It's frequently compared to its parent, the Chicago Hardy, featuring these beautiful light berry tones and really distinctive nutty notes. But here is the catch. You absolutely must manage your watering. A sudden, heavy rain right after a long dry spell absolutely can, and for sure will, split the thin skin of this fruit. Consistency is key here.
Now, the real magic of this harvest comes down to the plant's unique physical architecture. Because it has incredibly short internodes, which are the little spaces on the stem between the leaves, Fignomenal acts like a miniature fruit factory. Instead of just fruiting way out at the tips of the branches like many traditional trees do, it produces fruit at essentially every single branch node all the way down the stem. This creates a continuous, heavily staggered harvest that starts extremely early, pretty much the moment the plant breaks dormancy in the spring. In fact, in controlled conditions, where the plant doesn't go fully dormant, like if you bring that pot into a warm, sunny indoor room over the winter, it can effectively provide a rolling, near year-round harvest. It just keeps going.
Section 5. Patent Rules and Propagation.
Okay, so you've got this amazing continuous harvest, and you probably want to share it, right? Well, before you start snipping branches to give to all your friends, we really need to look at the legal realities of this plant. You have to realize this is not some ancient heirloom variety that's been passed down freely for centuries. It is a modern, actively patented cultivar. It legally operates under the specific cultivar code PT-DF-14, and it is strictly protected by that U.S. plant patent. That patent heavily controls exactly how the plant can be commercially shared and multiplied. From a purely biological standpoint, sure, Fignomenal propagates quite easily. Just like most figs, it roots readily from simple cuttings, usually taking anywhere from a few weeks to a few months to establish a really good, solid root system. And as we mentioned earlier, commercial nurseries use advanced tissue culture just to guarantee that every single clone is completely uniform and true to type. However, the legal reality is very different. Because of that active patent, you absolutely cannot legally root cuttings to sell or even to trade on internet cutting exchange sites unless you have a specific paid license from the patent holder. Now, don't worry, it is perfectly fine to root a cutting for your own personal use at home. Maybe you want a second one for your patio. But commercializing it or trading it as a commodity online is strictly off-limits.
Section 6. Award-winning pocket orchard. Finally, let's look at exactly why this specific cultivar is causing such an unprecedented stir among serious collectors and massive nurseries worldwide. As you can see, when we compare it to other popular dwarf varieties like the Petite Negra or the Little Ruby, Fignomenal just consistently comes out ahead. It is quite literally in a league of its own. It maxes out the charts on productivity specifically because of that incredible node-by-node fruiting trait we talked about. And its ease of container care? Completely unmatched. While those other compact figs might really struggle to produce a meaningful harvest without being planted in the ground with plenty of root space, Fignomenal thrives. It produces massive relative yields even in highly restricted 5-gallon environments. And that stellar off-the-charts performance isn't just clever marketing hype or fleeting internet buzz. It's backed by serious horticultural science. In addition to its big 2021 Cultivate Award, it was just recently named one of only 8, yes, 8 varieties honored out of 42 totally different entries across 27 international exhibitors at a massive upcoming trade show. Being shortlisted for the IPMS and 2026 Novelty Award in the Woody Ornamental category proves that top-tier horticultural experts globally recognize exactly how unique and stable this genetic mutation truly is. It's a major reason why this specific cultivar frequently sells out and is constantly triggering those frustrating back-in-stock notifications across online nurseries all season long.
So what does this all amount to for you and me? It gives us what growers fondly refer to as a pocket orchard. Think about how incredible that is. Whether you have a sunny, breezy, coastal Canadian patio in Zone 8B, or you just have a really bright apartment window in a much, much colder climate, this little tree offers a genuinely forgiving, exceptionally low-maintenance way to grow your very own fresh figs. It's highly accessible, it requires almost zero pruning, it fits perfectly in a standard 5-gallon bucket, and it just reliably delivers a continuous, jammy, beautiful pink-fleshed harvest.
So the only question left for you today is, how are you going to design your very own Fignomenal pocket orchard? Are you going to grab a 3-gallon pot and test this award-winning pink-fleshed wonder out on your own patio this season? Maybe you'll see if you can keep it fruiting indoors in a sunny room all through the dark days of winter. It's just absolutely incredible to sit back and realize that one single, accidentally mutated branch on a farm in Pennsylvania has completely revolutionized what is actually possible for urban fruit growers around the entire world. Thanks so much for joining us for this explainer, and we will catch you next time.